What's up out there, YouTube? This is my Cowboys family coming to you today, this afternoon. Actually, an early stream for you guys because there's not much news today in the Cowboy world. What's up, Wolf Rider? What's up?
Loading, hello.
What's up, guys? My daughter, Little Jay's here. She does know who won the game. Who was it?
Cowboys.
Yeah, so she knows who won the game. She doesn't know many of the details. She did watch the first half of the game, a little into the third quarter. So we're gonna play the game here in the background. So she can catch, when we get to the point where she did not watch anymore, we will get the reaction. Until then, I'm going to run through some quick Cowboy news, but first I had to make sure everything's working, guys. So let me see, make sure everything's good. Go ahead.
Hello, Bobby J. Johnson. But remember, guys, tonight we are doing the final episode of Longshot, which will be the draft, which I'm really excited for. Hello, Tobias.
He likes to be called T.
T.
No, go ahead, finish. Just talk to him for a second. I mean, right now you're watching the game, and how did you think the Cowboys did the first in this Cardinal game on Monday night?
From
what you saw,
it was from what I saw, it was a pretty close game. I mean, it's hard to tell because the part I saw, Cowboys are not doing very good for most of the
first half.
most of the time they had offense. They were offense. They weren't doing that fantastic. From what I saw.
Yeah, well, you're seeing them now. Look at the first drive from the Cardinals.
There's about one or two plays that they did great except for that. But Cardinals, they looked like they were doing really good. And I thought they're going to win.
Yeah. So now, guys, audio sounds good. I'm going to run through some quick news right now while my daughter watches. My little Jay watches the game here. This is the part she did see in the first half, but this is the first quarter, still 11 minutes. This is Law Nation's video. I posted it on Twitter, Facebook. So make sure you guys check that out if you didn't. It's a really cool thing he does. Puts all these games together, and you can watch them in 30 minutes. You get the whole game. You can watch who's on the field. You can watch the formations the Cowboys are in and an opposing team. Look at that, Steve. That's Benson Mayo right there. And Stephen Paya also played well in the middle there in the beginning of the game. So, and DeMarcus Lawrence, that's right. And DeMarcus Lawrence, we're going to talk about him right now after this play. What was that?
TD, but not by the Cowboys.
Well, who was it then?
Cardinals.
Yeah, okay. So it's showing right now 7. Now you can see that we blew the coverage there. It looks like Jeff Heath blew that coverage. I'll watch that again.
Yeah, we did.
Jeff Heath. He did get hurt, but he came back in the game. And we're going to talk about some of these injuries. What's up, Eli? 609. What's up, man? How you doing? Little Jay, they said hi to you.
Hello.
So she's watching the game right now. She did watch the first half of the game. Kind of caught it. She stopped watching it around maybe a couple minutes into the second half. I think it was after Dez's second quarter. I mean third quarter. Yes, the third quarter. But I think it was mainly when Dez caught the touchdown. I think that's when we kind of went to sleep. Look at Zeke. Got stopped a lot in this game. So, guys, you can check that Law Nation video out, the one we're watching right now, with the whole Cowboy Cardinal game in record time, 30 minutes. Which, again, this is why we're doing this now, guys. I mean, Zeke was stopped in the beginning of this game pretty badly. I just want to say a couple things, guys, as you will see, Little Jay. Little Jay will see DeMarcus Lawrence's fantastic game, another 3-sack game. I think you saw 1 or 2 of them already, live. DeMarcus Lawrence, guys, he won the NFC East Defensive Player of the Week. That's fantastic. That's awesome. He said his response to that, he still said he was not good enough Monday night. And if you watch him this game, look how much he was in the backfield, number 90 on top. He's every play. He's in the play. Look at him right there.
Last week he did amazing.
Good tackle by Jeff Heath there.
The game he did amazing.
He did, yeah. And how about the Giants? He had a couple sacks, 2.5 sacks against the Giants. He had 3 in this game.
How did he get 2.5 sacks?
Because you could get a sack with somebody else at the same time. 2 guys get to him, and it counts as a half. Let's see here, guys. So DeMarcus Lawrence won and then NFC Defensive Player of the Week, but he said he was not good enough, even the way he played. So, it says a lot about the way he's playing. Wait, hold on that for me.
I think DeMarcus Lawrence deserves to be like MVP Defensive Player of the Year.
So far?
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah. No, he did. Awesome. Well, let's see here. Nobody's expecting us on right now. We'll see it later. There we go.
It's a little bit early, but everyone's going to make it for a long shot. So many people are excited for that.
Yeah, it's a good group of like 10 of you guys that really want to see it. Yes, Eli. She knows a lot about the Cowboys. She's watching them right now. And, Sean Lee, which we're going to talk about, guys. So, first off, let me just say something real quick. Mark Nasacha, if you guys remember, the 49ers got him last week off our practice squad. Today we signed somebody to this practice squad to replace that spot. He's a linebacker as well as Mark Nasacha, and his name is Trayvon Johnson, guys, and he's on our practice squad right now. There's a flag too, though. Yeah, we were a false start on us. That was 4th down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I see that.
Yeah, D-Law is a beast, guys. Player of the week, defensive player of the week in the NFC, and he still said he didn't do good enough, which is good to hear because I even though I think he did good enough, he definitely was in there the whole game. If you watch this game now together here, she'll see how DeMarcus Lawrence, every play, you look at him, every play, he's in there. Almost every play, DeMarcus Lawrence is in the backfield causing havoc, aside from the 3 sacks. So, all right, so that's good to know. Guys, again, we got Trayvon Johnson, linebacker, to replace Mark Nasacha's spot on the practice squad. So, guys, another little tidbit. What's up, Bobby J? Cool your talk on Aaron Donald. Our defense will be better. Exactly. Just wait till everyone comes back. We're getting better and better every week. Oh! That was close, right?
Manuel,
2nd and 10.
Hello.
Manuel, what's up? Look,
hello, Manuel.
2nd down.
Manuel.
What's up, Manuel? Yes, exactly, man. We got to start him young. So look at this here, 3rd and 5. And
was it Fitzgerald? No. Okay.
no, but look at the score. It was a touchdown.
I know, I saw that.
What
I'm
happened?
like, we lost. He scored. Oh, I know it's a flag. I remember that. I was like screaming. I'm like, nah.
Look at the flag. Do you remember what it was?
False start.
Holding, number 68.
Oh.
So then on 3rd down, now that was a touchdown right there, taking up the board. Oh, look, DeMontre Moore. And that's his almost sack right there, half a yard from getting a sack. Exactly, guys. Imagine David Irving. And look at this here, 36-yard field goal. Boom.
Yeah, missed. I remember that. I was screaming on my career. They're gonna
and
get it.
My brother, your uncle, said that he couldn't believe that was a game changer. A 36-yard field goal that was missed. I mean,
well, depending on the score,
it's a momentum changer. It was going to be 14-0 Cardinals. Then it was going to be 10-0 Cardinals, and then it became 7-0 still. Stay the same Cardinals.
These plays right now
Dak is off, yeah.
This is
3rd and 13. Second quarter.
Did something happen to him in the offseason because
he got thinner, he got stronger.
But he hasn't been doing it.
I know. But keep watching though. So 4th and 9, we're punting. 12 minutes in the second quarter, guys.
I mean, obviously we won, so we had some sort of breakthrough. But I mean, Dak's been off.
Something for everybody. I see everyone saying about our defense, and I do have a lot of confidence in our defense, guys. Like a major confidence in the way they've been playing. But I will say this: that keep in mind we played some bad offensive lines. Generally bad offense. I think Denver was the best one, but Cardinals had half their line backups. The other half not that good, the starters. Giants, we know how bad their offensive line is. So keep that in mind. At the same time, we haven't had DeMontre Moore. We have until this last game. We haven't had, what's his name? We don't have. Ooh, look at him in there. See, DeMarcus Lawrence again almost got that.
I have a joke.
Go ahead.
Knock, knock.
I said this one already.
Oh, okay. Who is there? Owen. Owen who? 0-3 are the Giants. Yeah.
That's my girl. Hey, so listen, guys. While you will concentrate on the game and watch how many times they get in there and we'll see what happens. Because right now we're winding down to the end of the first half. Second quarter is about 10 minutes in the second quarter, guys. Just so you guys know. So let me give you some statistical information. The most defensive snaps through 3 games so far. Byron Jones has 214, guys. And I know a lot of people hate him still, and he doesn't need to show more, not as much as Jeff Heath needs to show. But I do think that Byron Jones needs to show more. He did play very good this game against the Cardinals, probably his best game of the year. And he's been playing. He's number 1 on the defensive snaps. He's played 214 snaps, guys. That's a lot, and it means he's vital to our team. So 214 snaps for Byron Jones. Jeff Heath, the other safety, the one I just spoke about, who I don't have confidence in, 211 snaps. Anthony Brown, who's cornerback, he's going to be out there probably starting again. 210 snaps, guys. And if he doesn't start, he plays the corner slot, whatever it takes for him to get out on the field. He's out there, and he did that. That was.
I remember this.
This is Zeke's first big break, guys. Finally, in a couple of games. Yeah. So as you can see now, we're moving the ball. So just keep watching, see if you remember what happens. So, yeah, guys, so then after Anthony Brown, 210 snaps, Sean Lee, 209 snaps. Malik Collins, 159 snaps, and Jalen Smith 157 snaps. So guys, Jalen Smith, another guy. I gotta mention him. He's playing middle linebacker. They're saying Hitchens is gonna be back in a couple weeks, but I'm telling you, it's a good problem to have when you have Hitchens, middle linebacker, who's really knows more, but you got Jalen Smith, who's probably the better player, the more athletic player. Another off play by Dak. You see, 6 minutes and 20 seconds still off.
Something happened to him. I swear, something happened to him in the offseason.
I don't know. He supposedly got better. Now Malik Collins has 159 snaps. He played fantastic. He got 2.5 sacks. He's halfway to where he was last year. You know that is? That's Switzer. Ooh, you see?
Oh.
You see that hit right there?
That's like cool.
Watch what happens. Listen to what happens. So and guys, Sean Lee 209 snaps, but I'm just going back up the list. I want you guys to know about Sean Lee, guys. At the end of this game, he did cramp up. He had a tightness in his hamstring. So did Jordan Lewis. I'm gonna give you
hamstring again.
Yeah, hamstring again. Just keep watching, you'll see. And in this play, the reason why the Cowboys got the 15-yard penalty and a first down because it was a personal foul.
I know. I see.
So because the personal foul overruled the other one, it was so much more in the holding, whatever it was the Cowboys did wrong. But we're driving, right? We should score now.
We didn't.
That's Des Bryant's he only had 2 catches. That's one of them. So, and he lost 3-4 yards on that play. So, guys, here's the deal. 3rd and 12. Dak gets sacked. So, guys, Cowboys linebacker Sean Lee, all right? He said his hamstring strain was feeling better. We knew this from Jason Garrett yesterday. But his hamstring is getting better. He looked okay, and so did Jordan Lewis. But the update on Sean Lee's hamstring is that he said that it was feeling better, but he wasn't sure if that meant he would be able to play on Sunday. For Sean Lee, guys, that's not a good thing. We need to stop Gurley. You can see in this game, he's in every play too. Sean, look at him right there. As we talk about Sean Lee, he just made a big stop. That's going to force a punt here with about 2 minutes to go before halftime, and we're losing 7-0. So, again, guys, not a good thing. He doesn't know if he's going to be able to play on Sunday. He said that his strain is not as bad as all the other strains that he had in his career. But the problem is, it's a short week.
Yeah.
We had a short week, and that's why. Who is that? There you go.
96.
96 is Malik Collins, guys. 2.5 sacks from Malik Collins. Big sack there. But 2.5 sacks in the season. Last year he had 5 total. Our best guy was 6 sacks, and we already have 6.5 from Lawrence. There we go. Who's that?
Switzer!
Ooh, to the 35. And, guys, my brother also said this yesterday. He's a big-time Cardinal fan, Dr. G. He said that was a big deal. There's a punch.
False start. What was that?
The punts were big. The punts were big for our team, for Chris Jones to be pinning them back, and then they gave us great position when they punted to us, guys. That helped us tremendously throughout the game. Starting right now, this is where it really got to be an issue for the Cardinals, and as my daughter will see. But yeah, guys. So anything, Sean Lee, it's up in the air with him as far as this weekend. I'm going to say he's going to be questionable. I'm hoping he can play, but because he did say he said the strain is not nearly as bad as any other ones he's had in his career, but because it's a short week. Oh, man, almost. Because it was a short week, he doesn't sure if he's going to be ready for Sunday. So we shall see, guys. The short week's going to affect his availability. Sean Lee is hopeful. So let's keep that in mind. It's hopeful. So let's hope that his hope is what's going to win out in the end. He's going to be able to play. So here we go. 1st and 10 with 1:50, guys.
Come on,
Dak to.
Yeah, not
Ooh,
Des.
you know who that is? That's Baby Dez. Noah Brown. 1st and goal.
Oh.
There's the run.
Oh, I remember this. I was like,
Touchdown,
is he okay?
Dak. What?
At first, I'm like, is he okay? And I'm like, yeah.
She was screaming and dancing, I heard, at her mother's house from this one and the Dez one. So let me see, guys, if there's any more information. I do want to touch.
No, he faked me too.
It was a great fake. What did he say?
Oh, hell.
So, guys,
Ah.
all hail. Hey, he knows. That's right. Touchdown. All hail after that. Guys, thank you for joining in our little chants, our craziness of the Cowboy craziness that we have here. Yeah, I agree. We did, Manuel. We did blitz Sean Lee way too much, and he was stuck. And I talked to my brother about that. The center stuck him every time. Every time that center stuck Sean Lee. But when we blitzed, when we had Durant in the Deacon defense going, and we had Jalen Smith on a defensive line, that's when we got better. And also that's when we did Durant. I mean, not Durant, but Durant did great. But I like the way Durant played in that spot play, playing in that 3-4 defense that we do play with. It's called the Deacon defense. Oh, who got that sack? That's Tyrone Crawford's sack. We got 6 sacks in this game. That's the most since 2013.
Is it that hard to get a sack?
Yeah, I mean, it could be. So, guys, we're winding down to the halftime here. I wanted to talk about our other injured player with Jordan Lewis, number 27. Played fantastic this past week. As you will see, his tackling is great. His ability to cover is I mean, guys, this is the second game he's ever played in the NFL. Second professional game ever, and he's playing the way he is right now. And thrown into the fire, just kind of the spot duty where he needs to go out there and get it done, because we don't have Nolan Carroll. We don't have, we didn't have Chidobe Awuzie last game. We didn't have both those guys, and he had to go in there and play as their third guy, as the nickel cornerback guys, and he did great. He did great tackling. Ooh. He did great, coverage, and I'm really proud of him. But he was hurt at the end of the game. He was cramping up. He also looked good, according to Garrett yesterday. What I'm hearing is that he's going to be a go for this weekend.
Wow. Yeah.
It's not 100%, but
Terrence.
look for him. Terrence T. Will. It looks good for Jordan Lewis, but still, guys, he still has the hamstring. He'll probably be probable, I'm going to say, by the time the listing comes up. And Sean Lee will probably be questionable when the first injury reports come out, probably tomorrow and so on throughout the week. But, guys, I want to just give you a little fun fact about about Jordan Lewis. Guys, when Jordan Lewis was 8 years old, that's when Larry Fitzgerald came into the NFL, started playing.
What?
Yeah. Woof, they're down.
So, is it the fact that Jordan Lewis is really young or Larry Fitzgerald is really old?
Both. And when Larry Fitzgerald was a rookie, you know who was on his team as running back?
Who?
Emmitt Smith.
Really?
Yeah.
Larry Fitzgerald's going to retire soon.
Yeah, he still looked good, though. He had like 10 or 11 catches
I
against
know.
us, right? He's looked like an old man still, like a young man in an old man's body. There he is at the bottom. And again, guys, right now what the score is 7-7, and who is that? That's Tank, baby. Tank Lawrence. That's his nickname, so you know. Gotta get to know it. Tank Lawrence, guys. Another sack. We're just watching him tear it up. And the rest of this game, he pretty much. You see, we're in our deacon defense. Look at Skandrick with the blitz.
Oh my God.
The rest of this game, we're in our deacon defense. That means we have 3 guys in the front, like 3 defensive guys instead of 4, and a linebacker blitzing. Watch 50. Here's Switzy Switz.
I have a question.
Yes, I have an answer.
How about Carson Palmer? I bet you he was in the NFL when Jordan Lewis is still like
probably
around my age.
Probably, but he's not as good as Fitzgerald is for his position. He's good, but not that good. But it's kind of cool to know that. Yeah, it's kind of good, guys. It's kind of cool to know that Emmitt Smith was the running back for the Cardinals when Larry Fitzgerald came in the league, and when Jordan Lewis was 8 was when Fitzgerald came in the league. So that shows you like the dynamic. He's covering Fitzgerald. It's kind of a cool thing where he's covering. And he's 8 years old. This guy came in the league that he's covering, who's a superstar, who's going to be a Hall of Famer. And there's Zeke with 8 yards. That's awesome.
Zeke's going to be a Hall of Famer, too.
Well, he's got some time to go still. But let's see. 2nd and 2. Keep watching because
gets interesting. Yeah.
And guys, while you're watching this, as we're getting
breakthrough.
Zeke, feed him. Guys,
like, I smell dinner. He probably is like, I smell a touchdown.
9:18. Look at 8 minutes and 24 seconds. 8:42 left. Back to Dez. Boom. Peterson out of his shoes. Travis Frederick gets a touchdown because he pushes Dez into the end zone.
I talked to Travis Frederick.
Yes, you did. Awuzie, we're not really sure yet on Awuzie, honestly, guys. I don't know if they had a practice today. I'm not hearing anything back yet. I am hearing that Dak was interviewed today. He said that not many teams can challenge the Cowboys and do what the Giants, Broncos, and Cardinals have done by making them beat them, by passing them over the top. And guys, I'm glad I just saw that come up on my news feed. I am so happy Dak said that because I've been saying that, and everybody who's been attacking like the whole Dak, I'm talking about the talking heads, not you guys out there, but the talking heads out there, the ones that think that Dak's on his way down. All hail. Everybody that attacks Dak and saying. The thing is, guys, is that, again, the defenses we're playing, guys, locking down Dez Bryant. 3 great cornerbacks locking down Dez Bryant. 3 great defenses that really locked us down in general. And now we get the Rams, another very good defense. I will say their coverage is probably not as good as the last 3 teams we've faced. So look for Dez Bryant to get a little more looks, targets, and catches this week. But it's still overall difficult effort with Aaron Donald in the middle with the Rams. We're going to talk much more about them starting tomorrow, guys. I was going to do another later live stream, but since we're going to do this, I'm kind of incorporating the special. And we're definitely doing a long shot too, guys. So she can't wait to finish it. I know a couple of you guys out there are loving it. What's up, Brenda J? What's up? DeMarcus Lawrence is a beast. Yes, I'm so glad too. We're watching him right now. Look. They're in the Wildcat. Now, this is about when you didn't see it anymore. This is about middle of the third quarter right now. Cowboys winning 14-7, 6 minutes in the third, and let's see what the Cardinals do. And it looks like the Cardinals are going to punt, right? Anyway, no, they're not. Here you go. So, guys, I just wanted to say that basically Dak is acknowledging that not many teams.
I did see that.
You did? Okay, so this is about when, but we get the ball back now. So yeah, Dak.
I was wondering who 27 was. I realized that's like
you know
Woods, right?
27?
27 or Jordan Lewis?
27 is Jordan Lewis.
Okay,
And 25 is Xavier Woods.
Yeah, there we go.
Who played very good too, guys. Another rookie. He's basically.
Eli, we have PS4 to play Longshot on, and if you want to watch it later, we're gonna be doing the final episode, the draft.
Yeah, she went through the 4 parts already. We have them on our channel.
I didn't do very good.
She's not doing that. We'll see when she gets drafted, if she gets drafted, but we shall see. Let me get just the last comment here. Just these things coming up my stream right now, and I want to make sure I get them read before we get caught up where she needs to start watching when she didn't see the highlights for her. Whoa. So now we got 4th down. We're punting to the Cardinals. 5 minutes in the third quarter. So, guys, basically Dak's saying what I'm saying, what a lot of Cowboy people that know about the Cowboys, our defense, the defenses that we played have locked down Dez, have locked down Dak, and you're not going to see many teams having to be able to do that as much. You might see them give even Zeke some problems next week, this week against the Rams, but after that I think it's going to get a lot easier when it comes to the run and the pass. So we shall see, guys. Dak's words definitely, to me, ring true. Ooh. So now they're in the red zone. Fitzgerald making another fantastic catch. My brother said he never seen Fitzgerald be this athletic in like 5 years. Like, he's made these catches and had 5 or 6 or 10 or 12 catches in a game in the last couple of years, but he's never had an athletic game like he did this game. Watch, 2nd and 8. That was a great play.
I remember that.
You saw that? So she saw it was 14-14, guys. Fitzgerald's touchdown. And just so you guys know, Dak was talking about his accuracy today while he was throwing on the run, which, again, guys, as my daughter will see here very shortly, she's going to see what Dak can do when he throws on the run. And it was fantastic. So, again, this is what Dak says. I guess it came from just playing in the backyard. That's where I initially became a quarterback. So think about that, guys. I mean, that is true. When you run around, scrambling around, throwing on the run, he fine-tuned his skills doing those things, whether it was just a pickup game, high school, college, whatever it may be. And so on in his life. I mean, just when you are able to scramble and still focus and hit that target, that's difficult. And Dak is one of the better guys that can do that. Just going to give you an update on Jordan Lewis's hamstring. I said it looks good. It looks like it's still too early on Jordan Lewis and on Awuzie. I would expect one of those two guys back, if not both. But it's still too soon to really definitely say about Jordan Lewis's hamstring. And again, guys, look at he's on the run. Dak throwing on the run. Boom. Look at that play. That's just a T-Will. That's just one of the many he's going to show you right now. He's going to put a clinic on throwing on the run. Oh, who's that?
Zeke.
His own guy. Lyle Collins knocked him down. But, guys, just keep in mind that you're going to see Ben Wickery getting some snaps in practice this week. He needs it. You're going to see Xavier Woods. You see Xavier Woods playing this week. He's going to be playing a lot in the corner, guys, in practice. Because we're not sure about Jordan Lewis. We're not sure about Chidobe Awuzie. So because of these two big question marks, and I think, one might not play, one will, but I think both could very well play. But just in case, you're going to see a lot of Ben Wickery. You're going to see a lot of Xavier Woods playing the nickel, playing as a third cornerback. Think about that, guys. Pretty impressive to take a safety, a safety who's a 5th or 6th round pick from a small school, and throwing him in there as a starter in a different position. A safety going to cornerback. That's tough. But he's athletic. He's aggressive. And I think he will play very well in the slot. In spot time, guys. Not for a full time, the whole year playing corner. I don't think he's going to be a converted cornerback. But I do think that the Cowboys need to do whatever they can do right now to be ready in case life without Chidobe Awuzie occurs. And maybe even Jordan Lewis, which would be a shame. Boom. And, guys, I'm just seeing this play here as, and again, who put pressure on Carson Palmer?
Lawrence.
Tank. Again, guys, he should have had a 4th or 5th sack. So that's crazy. Look, Switzy. He got crushed up there.
Come on, little one.
So here we go. 4th quarter, 14 minutes and 45 seconds.
Hi, Josh Graper.
We're going to talk to you guys.
Have a good practice.
Yeah, look, Switz. Another run for Switz. I think he had 2 runs this game, or one that was stopped. Now this looks like a running play here, right? Boom. He's been fed for 7 yards right there.
Someone lost a shoe.
What's up, Brenda? Thank you. See ya. Game Online Mafia. You watch the game. You gotta watch the game, baby. I'm reading to these people. You watch the game. Game Line Mafia. You're not gonna see it when you're watching me. Watch the game, baby. I'm gonna. So guys, thank you. Yes, but were you happy with Byron? Yes, I do. Brenda, I do like that. I do think that Byron Jones is a stud and he's a very good player. You're missing the game, baby.
Oh! Oh!
I have to remind this child, though. She keep reading the comments. I'm telling her to stop with the comments. I'm gonna have to take the comments off the page. But yes, that was. You see how he did that? Do you see that play? Yeah. Look, that's him on the run right there on the outside. You see how he reads Bryce Butler go deep? Boom! And look at that catch by Bryce.
Amazing.
And what do we do here? Oh, hell! So it's 21-14 right now. 11:52. You watch the game. No more comments for you. I'm gonna read a couple of these while you watch. So Brenda, thank you. Yes, Byron Jones. I do believe he's a stud. I think he has a lot of potential. I think people diss him way too much. Manuel, yes, I know Dez is not an elite guy though. I do think that he's overpaid. Ooh, he's overpaid, but he's not a bad. He's right below elite in my opinion. Zero God, someone going to get their work cut out from there. Line up with Aaron Donald. Yeah, the offensive line better be ready because he's coming hard. And Aaron Donald's the guy to look at this. He's the key on defense this week. He can stop our run, and he could put a problem and pressure our quarterback, Dak. So we need to stop Aaron Donald. Josh Draper. All right, guys, got to go for practice. Take care, Josh. Good luck at practice. Be safe. Don't get hurt, and play hard, man. Play hard. AF, 1892. Crap. What happened?
I was almost an interception.
Oh, by who? The Marcus Lawrence again. Can you believe that? DeMarcus was doing everything. Oh, and 1892. It's crap. A bad play for the defense because he has such knowledge of the defense. Yeah, I know. He should be more on top of his stuff. But he's still his third year. He's getting better every year, and he's going to continue to get better. AF. If you talk about Byron Jones, that's what I believe. Here we go. Second and long. They're going deep. Wow. They say it's a catch, a long catch, but is it one?
That's hard to tell.
Incomplete. They called it incomplete. Yep.
I kind of feel bad.
And yes, Brenda, I do believe that. I don't know about making a starter, but he's the fourth guy right now. And again, if anything ever happens to one of the other guys, T. Will or Dez, we have Bryce Butler there. I'm not worried at all. I said this last year. I thought he was better than T. Will as far as receiving. He had some drops. But blocking is the only thing that Terrence Williams is better than him at right now. Game Online Mafia added coming. Yeah, I know. We're not doing that. So that's a an advertisement. Here's the pass. Whoa.
Oh, Larry.
Was that a catch, though? You think that was a catch? Because the Cardinals just challenged that last one they lost. So the Cowboys challenged this one.
Wait, why did they challenge their own catch?
No, there was an incompletion. It was an incompletion they were trying. No, but I'm trying to show you here, maybe, that Dallas is challenging this call. So, I'm sorry. Yeah, right. Is that a catch, though?
I have no idea.
Well, we watch the replay. While you watch the replay, I'm going to answer a couple more things here. Yes, Brenda. And guys, remember to hit like on the stream. I haven't said that yet. Usually, I'm the first one saying it. It was not? Keep watching. Hit like on the stream, guys. Hit like. They called it a catch on the field, so the Cowboys are challenging it. You understand?
Yeah.
That was a great catch. And it was a catch, by the way. So keep watching. It's 21.
The way it looked
like it bounced on the floor.
Out, yeah.
But it hit his arm. It hit the bottom of his arm and bounced up back in his hand. And he had great hand-eye coordination. So guys, yeah, hit like. If you guys are new, hit subscribe, guys. We got a new influx of viewers. We're almost at 600. Soon we're at 1,000, guys, and then we're gonna do some super chats, and it's gonna be fun. And we got some new ideas. We're about 400 away. But guys, keep joining, keep subscribing, hit the little notification button, on the screen and next to the subscribe button, so you get our daily notifications, our daily live streams, guys. We do this every day, at least once a day, maybe more. Like tonight, we're going to do the long shot. So, and if any updates have to be said, I will be on there before Little J jumps on there. I'll be on the headset talking with you guys. All you guys have to do is log in through Facebook, through YouTube, and the stream will come up. Just make sure you have the notification bell, guys. So make sure you catch that tonight. Long shot with the draft finale, guys. See where she ends up. And then we're gonna probably do incorporate some other stuff, football related stuff.
We could see if
some challenges,
Wade.
some MUT challenges.
We can see if Devin Wade,
yeah, I know.
Devin Wade can make the Cowboys.
Woo!
Some sort of team, maybe with Colts.
We'll see. I don't know. With Colt, yeah, maybe.
I wouldn't even mind it for Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah. No. So here we go. 2nd and 10. Now we're creeping. There's only 7 minutes in the game. Who was covering him? Jordan Lewis. Up top. Jordan Lewis covering up top. Good job there. Right through his hands. That's Byron Jones on the coverage, guys, who had a good game. 31. Here comes the field goal.
Did you miss it?
That's the one I thought they were going to block the Cowboys. It's so close. 6:35, though. Look at the score. 4-point game. Far from over. Cowboys get the ball. Let's see what happens, guys. And thank you all for joining us on this stream. This is a special stream. She does her reactions right now. She didn't see the end of this game. She knows the Cowboys won, but let's have it's 4th quarter, 6:35. Dak's walking on the field, 1st and 10 on their own 25. Let's see what the Cowboys do. Play action. He's on the run. He's on a run again.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe Dak's not. Wait! Ah! They didn't touch him?
You didn't watch. You did watch. Watch.
They didn't touch him.
Ooh. Guys, I saw him his hand hit his foot, just so you know, and then look. The knee? See it? His hand? So he was touched. But even without the hand, guys, the foot ran up and hit Tyrann Mathieu's hand. So he was down anyways, even if it wasn't for the knee.
I thought it said call on the field was still a touchdown. Like
it was it was a touchdown initially. They called it back. So it's far from. If we get a field goal, it's a 7-point game. 2nd and 3 from the 12, from the 15. I'm sorry. 1st and goal on the 7, guys. 1st and goal on the 8. Zeke.
ah!
Feed him. You better
feed me. You better feed me.
Zeke.
I said feed me. You better feed me. Yeah.
Oh!
Look at Fitzgerald. He's just like.
Now it's still not over though. You know, it's 11 points. It's a touchdown, 2-point conversion, and then they get the ball back in the field goal. They have all their timeouts. Oh no, they lost one of them.
That's
challenge.
very.
5 minutes to go, guys.
It's not gonna happen.
Let me see if there's any new news while we're wrapping this thing up here, guys. Thank you all for joining us, guys. Hit subscribe, hit like. If you're new, hit subscribe and hit the little notification, guys. Keep watching that. I'm going to say one thing that I just heard Jason Garrett say, guys. Jason Garrett said in the locker room after the Arizona Cardinals victory, we got hit in the face with a shovel early on in the game. But then they stuck together and kept fighting. So much love for the Cowboys to fight through that. That shows the true definition of a team. Speaking of a team, guys, I'm not going to touch on the Trump thing and on the kneeling thing too much. But, you know, the Cowboys did what they thought. I thought it was personally was good. And you know, to each their own when it comes to that. I'm not going to get into the whole politics of it. But Dak Prescott was interviewed today, and he did also say when they asked him about Switz. They did ask Dak about what he thought about the president's words, and he says whether or not he likes it. It's any American can say what they feel, even if they're wrong or right. So it's an opinion thing. But Dak agrees that the President Trump can say whatever he wants. Nobody's trying to stop Trump from saying anything. So just wanted to clarify. They interviewed Dak about that today. And you guys heard the other comments with Dak and Dez and Witten and everybody on the Cowboys team. Kind of all united said that, you know, they did not like Trump's comments. But he has the right to say it, and they have the right to protest because it's not in NFL laws, it's not in the bylaws, and it's not in the CBA. And they do have a First Amendment right to do that if they want to. It's not my choice to say yes or no. They can say they don't like pink elephants. And they can take a knee for that if they want to make a point to get on a bigger stage and a bigger platform. Again, that's my opinion. Everybody has their own. The Constitution says, you know, you're allowed to do it. And their job says they're not stopped from kneeling if they wanted to. So by the rules, by the Constitution, in my opinion, they do have every right to do this. Whether I like it or not, that's besides the point, but they have the right to do it. I'm done with that comment there. Let's see here. Now look, Fitzgerald, another catch. And again, 251 as they're ticking down here.
Hello, gaming with Kyle, and I agree. I think we should keep politics out of sports.
I agree, but you know who started the whole politics and sports thing in the NFL? I'm just saying, in the recent time, 2009, guys. Before then, nobody was forced to be out there for the national anthem. It was only when the military gave $5.5 million and then another $6.5 million a couple years later to the NFL to promote patriotism and the nationalism, which is, I guess, okay to an extent. But when you start mixing those things together, now you're putting these players who are being forced to be out there. And in the past, they'd be out there usually anyways. But now you're forcing them on the field. Now they have the platform to make a statement if they so choose to. And it took some years, 8 years, 7 years, but then someone chose to. And now everyone's up and upset about it. The NFL allowed this to become a political thing as soon as they took money from the military, from the Department of Defense, from our government, to help promote patriotism and help put these players on a stage, on a bigger stage during an important time that for a lot of people hold near and dear, which again is a private thing. We all Americans, we all love America. We all see the flag in different ways. It depends on where you're from, your culture, you grew up, your financial issues, your racial issues. A lot of factors that go into that, guys, and how you see the flag. But in the end, the players are not trying to disrespect the flag. Some people might take it that way, but that's the way they take it. And if you take it that way, and that's you're right, but it's also the way you are letting it affect you. The way most of these players are protesting is a different reason for it. They're not protesting against military or about the country or the flag. They're protesting inequality, so to speak. And again, it rooted from police brutality, which is a small percentage. Yes, it's incomplete with 1:11 left. Small percentage of cops, do that stuff. But again, it is an issue that sometimes doesn't seem to be taken seriously. And someone decided to use that platform that the NFL originally gave them when they took $12 million from the Department of Defense, and someone decided to make it an issue. And now we got to live with it. And that's the way it is, guys. That's the rules of the game. And the rules of the NFL and the rules of the country. Sorry, go ahead.
Hello, Rodis.
Rodis PM, what's up, brother? Yeah, I know, guys. We're done with the politics stuff, guys.
Hello, Cowboys abroad.
Ooh. Either way, guys, that's what the NFL allowed. Whether or not you agree or not, it is the way it is, and it looks like that's the way it's going to be. We guys, it's 4th and goal. We stopped them to basically secure the game. 28-17. Guys, the Cowboys started the game taking a knee before the anthem, and they ended the game. And they ended the game.
Who took the knee?
The whole team. You didn't see it?
No.
We'll have to show her that later.
Yeah.
But anyways, guys, the Cowboys, it started the game on a knee, whether you liked it or not. The Cowboys' entire team with Jerry Jones and everyone took a knee, and they ended the game. And victory formation, guys. Victory formation on a knee to win the game. Game over. Cowboys are
the best.
Yeah, so they won. And you know their record? Please tell me you know.
2-1.
There you go. Thank you. I had to test her and put her on the spot, guys, because she could be a Cowboy. She could be a true Cowboy fan. You're going to know it. And who's that guy right there?
DeMarcus Lawrence.
What's his nickname?
The Master of Sacks.
No, child, no. I just said it like 10 times. You don't remember? Tank.
Oh.
Pretend of a tank.
It should be like Dak Attack, Sack Attack.
And
or Mark Attack.
Yeah. Okay, let me just see a couple guys. So my child, you good?
Mm-hmm.
You go inside. She's gonna finish up some homework. Okay. I'm gonna finish up with you guys here. I'm gonna take a couple more questions. Wrap this thing up for today. See if any more updates come in. Again, Jordan Lewis, guys. Looks like we're still waiting to hear more on that. He's looking okay. So is Sean Lee, but because of the short week, they might not be able to make this game against the Rams. And that's number one, guys. We also don't know much about Chidobe Awuzie. We still got to wait to see on him and Nolan Carroll. So we're talking about 3 cornerbacks and 1 linebacker we're waiting on, guys. That's half our defense. So we need to make sure we got these guys ready to roll. So if anything comes up in the next 10, 15 minutes, I'll let you know. This is probably the only live stream we're doing today, except for LONGSHOT, which is the Madden live stream. Yes, part 5. Join us for that. She's very excited. She's been talking about it all afternoon about wanting to finish the LONGSHOT, and she can't wait to see what she got drafted. So I know some of you guys out there like Rodis and some other guys out there. I see some of your games here. You guys have been out here watching her do it, and some new people. You're gonna watch her. She's gonna be on later tonight doing that. And if any big news comes out later, I will definitely go on the mic and speak on that. But you'll see her playing the video game, finishing up LONGSHOT from Madden 18 tonight. And let me go through everything else. You wanna? You want to say bye?
I'm going to say goodbye early. So remember, go Cowboys. And I will be leaving for now. I'll be back for a long shot, though, later tonight. Bye-bye for now.
Awesome. All right, guys. I'm back in the main seat here. Let me see. Hold on. Whoop. There we go. No, not fixed yet. There we go. All right, guys. How y'all doing? So, let's see here, guys. I'm going to go up a little bit here. Politics sucks. And again, we made our mention. By the way, guys, I'm wearing 41. You know that is Keith Smith, our fullback. That first play that broke Zeke for that big 30-yard run, that play, he led the block. Now, Zeke kind of turned the opposite way to the hole. So he saw the entire Matthew missed him with a hand tackle, kind of an arm grab. But, you know, Keith Smith was in there, and Keith Smith he was in there maybe 10 times in the game, but he's a vital guy, rolled to Zeke, and he will be blocking often. So much love to the unheralded fullback. Much love, guys. If you guys remember Moose, you know how important to have that blocking back is. So Cowboys Abroad, what's up? How you doing? Yes, you know, Rodas, I see your point. I see about the Tapper Taco thing. I think the Cowboys coaching staff are trying to rotate them in and out. Maybe they'll be switching them off and on. They're trying to really develop Taco. Maybe they still need more. I think he still needs more time. So I'm more in your camp on that. I think Tapper has a little bit of more upside right now, but they're trying to really work Taco in there. Maybe get him a sack to get his confidence up through the roof. Gaming with Kyle. Patriotism is fine. People don't want to kneel. And again, and that's the thing. I do agree with you that whether or not you want to look at them as a good or bad influence, I don't know about that. They should be a bad influence. I don't think that's a bad influence because there's a lot of other worse influences out there. And plus, I do think that it is the freedom as an American to do that. And that's more being able to kneel to the flag or during the anthem. I personally believe that is more respectful in the sense of what America is about than it is to be forced to stand up for the flag. That is un-American. If you understand what I'm saying, you got to take that whole mindset of military, people who died for it. These guys are not taking a knee for that reason. They're not trying to disrespect the flag for those reasons that a lot of people feel offended by. They're doing it, and if you feel offended because you don't believe that cops are doing anything wrong and there's no police brutality or inequality, if that's what you believe, I mean, I can call you something else. But my point is that that is your right to believe that, but nobody's forcing you to not stand for the flag. And so, again, guys, that's the reason they're doing it, not because they want to say we don't like the flag and we don't like America. That's not what they're saying at all. At least most of these players. And that's my take on it, guys. I don't want to stick on the political thing. It's about football, guys. We already lost a bunch of our fans, a bunch of NFL fans because of this nonsense, because of what the NFL and Trump and some of the players have done. It's all in one. And again, and some of these other people, even from our own page here, guys, we had some people post that said they had to leave because, not because necessarily we talk about it or not, it's because football, they're just boycotting the NFL. And I understand that, again, that is your right as an American to do that. So just like it's their right to kneel, and it's not against the rules of the NFL, it is their right, then they are allowed to do it, and they can do it. The NFL took money to put them on a platform, and now the NFL has to deal with the backlash of this by allowing them out there in the first place by taking that money, $12 million from the government, to promote patriotism. By doing that, they gave these players an ability, and it's not written into the CBA, to do these things, so you can't complain. I mean, you can complain, but we can't do anything about it. That is the rule, that is the Constitution, and that is their First Amendment rights, along with the CBA laws and rules of their job. So there you go. Now, Rodas. Let me see. Rodas first. Let me go to Tapper needs more playing time in Taco. We shall see. But when Irving comes back, we're going to see who gets cut. I think Brett Price will be cut, and maybe Ben Wickery. And I think you're going to see, Tyrone Crawford mixed in there. A lot of people. Rodas. Jordan Lewis. He got injured towards the end of the game, along with Sean Lee. Dak is not injured gaming with Kyle. Let me clear that up. Dak is perfectly fine. Fantastically fine. But Lewis is injured. Hamstring issue. We saw Sean Lee at the end of the game as well. He had tightness in his hamstring. He had issues there, cramping. In the end, guys, they both looked good yesterday. Today, Sean Lee said that he's feeling better. It's not nearly as bad as any of his other hamstring issues he's had in his career. But because of the short week, it might present a problem with him playing. And even if he does play, he might not be 100%, which is a problem against Todd Gurley. We got to stop Todd Gurley. If we stop Todd Gurley, we win the game. That's the way I look at it. So there you go. That's the deal with Jordan Lewis, guys. We're not sure yet. Sean Lee, not sure yet, although they both are questionable right now, it looks like. And And I was saying in the beginning of this that Jordan Lewis was probable. We'll see as tomorrow's practice continues on. But we also got to look at the other guys that were injured. Nolan Carroll with his concussion and Awuzie with his hamstring. We have to hope these guys can make it back, at very least with Nolan Carroll for depth, and at the very least for Chidobe Awuzie because he can play, and we need him out there. So, guys, let's see here. Cowboys abroad, what's up? I already talked about Lewis. Cowboys legend, LL, what's up? Exactly. F the Giants. As Rodas, as I spoke about Lewis already, you heard. Gaming with Kyle, offensive line seems to be having issues. They do seem to be having issues, but I want to remind everybody one more time about not only that Dez is having issues, but the line is having issues because we're playing the best defenses in the NFL so far, guys. Dez has been shut down by 3 of the best corners in the league. Think about the teams we just played, guys. Aqib Talib and Patrick Peterson and, Jenkins and Landon Collins and all these other guys, Eli Apple. These guys have been the Giants. I'm saying these three teams have fantastic cornerbacks. So that's why you're having problems in the passing game, which then also these teams have a good front line as well. Have a good pressure guy. Denver with Von Miller, JPP with New York. The Cardinals had Calais Campbell last year. They didn't have him this year, and look at the problems. So they are not as good. The Cardinals are not as good as the other 2 teams we faced earlier in the season, the Giants and Denver, but they are a good defensive team. The Rams are a good defensive team, but their coverage guys are not as good. So watch for our line to continuously to get better. Now Donald has to be stopped, and I've said that multiple times. I said it again today. I'm gonna say it over and over again, guys, for the rest of this week up until game day. During the game, I'm gonna say it. That 98 Aaron Donald from the Los Angeles Rams has to be neutralized by our offensive line. If we can do that, and we can get Sean Lee and Jalen Smith and whoever else out there on the front line stopping the run with Todd Gurley, pin the ears back on Tank, guys, and send him after Goff. We're going to knock the Goff out of him. Can't wait. Cannot wait, guys. So let's go back to this here. Yeah, the trainers. I don't know. I think all the trainers on the Cowboys missed hamstring week in college or wherever they learned to do their conditioning. Yeah. Brian Price, we can cut. Thank you, Gaming with Kyle. Again, I think he'll be one of the guys. Number 92, they'll probably be gone. But again, depends on our cornerback situation. You could see Ben Wickery cut as well, but he's playing a lot more this week in practice, guys. You're gonna see him and Xavier Wood. Xavier Woods playing that cornerback spot, that nickel corner, that dime corner. You're gonna see both those guys. Ben Wickery, who hasn't really played much, he's new. He's only been here for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and you're gonna have, Xavier Woods, who's a rookie, who's a safety, who's gonna be playing cornerback, guys. Keep that in mind. We got at least we have that covered if the worst case scenarios happen with Awuzie, with Nolan Carroll, and with Jordan Lewis. It's crazy. It never ends, this cornerback issue, guys. I do agree, Manuel Corona. Definitely, our offensive line has to come together and continue to improve. But I think as we see defenses get worse that we play against, you're going to see our offensive line get better, and you're going to see Zeke get a lot better. So watch for that, guys. And I agree with you, Gaming with Kyle. Ben Wickery is just here temporarily. Rodas, they need to bring in some massage therapists to rub out those hammies. I agree. Do something, guy almighty. They do something. Gaming with Kyle. Awuzie should come back. I think he will be back. He was almost going to come back last week, but they just wanted to be safe than sorry. Although I've heard some things about him, that his hamstring could be an issue. It could be he could be put on IR. That would be the worst case scenario. I don't see that happening, but I haven't heard any updates really yet on him or on Nolan Carroll. The other 2 guys, Sean Lee and Jordan Lewis, still questionable. Still might be an issue because it's a short week. We hope they both can play this game, guys, especially Sean Lee. But Jordan Lewis, we know him out there. We need our cornerbacks out there too. So let's see here. Awuzie should come back. Yeah. So Cowboys abroad. Keith Smith, you need to block better. I'm not going to bench you. No holes for Zeke last couple of weeks. I know. I'm hoping this jersey, will give the blocking a little better power. Again, we've had some real tough defenses to go against. So when you take that into consideration, you have to remember that, probably. Let me just turn this off, guys. My TV is going to make a sound here. But let's just hope that, what we saw, which is mainly the defensive line that's giving us the problems and giving Zeke the problems and giving people like Keith Smith a problem blocking. He did make the block. He didn't make the block. He was the lead blocker in the play that kind of opened the biggest game for Zeke in the last 2 weeks, which is that 30-yard run against the Cardinals right before about 6 minutes in the second quarter. That play, Keith Smith was in there blocking to the left side, and he was just stalemated and stuffed. But Zeke read that, got out of the Tyrann Mathieu tackle, and went for 30 yards, which is fantastic. But again, I do this because I really respect Keith Smith. I think he needs to block better, but we played some real tough defenses, Cowboy abroad. Bobby J. Johnson, we need to go old school, and the players need to go back to using pickle juice. It works fine. It might, sometimes those things do work. Pickle juice is an old trick for cramps and stuff, guys, and hams, that kind of stuff. So, Rodas, to fix Dez, move him around. I agree with you on that. The Cowboys don't do that enough. They don't move Dez enough. When we move him to the slot, I think when we move him to the slot is when we get the touchdown. Cardinals went to a zone, and we just went to the middle zone, and he just was able to beat the linebacker, who then able to fake out Patrick Peterson and then Travis Frederick, which Dez Bryant says it's really Travis Frederick's touchdown, helped push Dez into the end zone. So I do agree, though, moving Dez around will cause a little more issue for opposing teams and defenses. Pickle juice. Aaron Donald will get a sack on our O-line if we don't pick it up, for sure. I mean, other teams have got sacks on us, but I think Aaron Donald playing on the inside, he will do stunts and they'll flip on the line, so he'll come from the outside as well sometimes. As long as our line can do what they need to do. They play like they're supposed to play, and it scares me with number 71, La'el Collins, still has some growing to do at that right tackle spot. But Chaz Green has looked good. He hasn't been injured, which is great. But again, guys, the whole offensive line has to look good together, and I think we're going to see them improve every week until we get to a team like the Seahawks, like the Chiefs, who have a fantastic defense. Then we'll see a little more issue, or like the Giants and maybe even the Eagles. You might see a little more crack in there in the offensive line. But I think against these next couple of weeks, against the Packers, they don't have a great defense. The Niners, I think we'll be able to control the game better against these teams. We'll see what happens. I will agree, Gaming McCall. The last 2 years, our rookie class is looking fantastic. This is our team, right? This is our future. Last year with Dak and Zeke and that whole crew, Anthony Brown, Tapper, I'd keep going, guys. Jalen Smith, let me keep going. And then this year, guys, with Taco, but even more importantly, Awuzie, Jordan Lewis, Switzer, what's his name? Xavier Woods, guys. I mean, these guys, Noah Brown. I mean, this guy's one of our last picks. All these guys are our future for the Cowboys, and they are already starting. They're already playing. They're already involved in the team, guys. This is great stuff. 2 years of young, great talent, and now they're going to be pushing us, hopefully, in the next couple of years over the top, over for that 6th, 7th, and 8th Super Bowl, guys. Not Super Bowl appearance. Super Bowl victory, Super Bowl ring. That's what we want, baby. Space Cowboy, what's up, brother? How you doing? I liked your take on the anthem and the kneeling. I liked it earlier today, so thank you for that little. Check out his page, guys. He has a good stuff out there. Give it to our O-line to develop. Give time for our. I agree for sure. It's going to take some time, and we're playing some tough defenses, guys. As we play better, like Space Cowboy said, as we play together longer and get that chemistry flowing, and when these defenses don't get so hard to start off the season with 3 hardcore defenses, I think you're going to see our offensive line just naturally just get better, improve, be more cohesive, and dominate as we did last year. Patience, guys. Yeah, I know. We all wanted Aaron Donald to start the year. We're not going to get him. We can't afford him. It's not going to happen. We're going to go against him, though. And he's dangerous. Nobody's doubting that. Cowboys Abroad says, how do I feel if you're Ben B. Cowboys played a guy with a broken hand before they put you in? I know. Ben Wickery is like, but again, Orlando Skandrick was able. I will say I was surprised that they didn't put Ben Wickery in over Xavier Woods, who had to move to another position. Going from safety. Again, his versatility, his aggressiveness, his agility, his ability to get in there and be and get involved and mix it up is why he can play that corner spot. And I always said that from the beginning. I was wondering why I wouldn't talk about him more at corner because he's so short for a safety. I felt strange, but I like Xavier Woods playing that corner at times. Anthony Brown, Gaming McKyle, says Anthony Brown better start being locked down. Anthony Brown is one of the better cornerbacks. Check his stats, Gaming McKyle. Since the end of last year, since the middle of last season, Anthony Brown took over for Morris Claiborne against the Packers, and ever since then, it took him a couple weeks, so let me rephrase that. But after a couple weeks after that game, the Packer game from last year, Anthony Brown was a lockdown corner. He's the best cornerback in the NFL when it came to allowing yards on his receiver. In the NFL, starting in the middle of last year, week 8 to the end of the season, Anthony Brown. He's kind of a lockdown guy. Rodas, can you imagine our line consists of Lawrence Collins, Irving, Gregory. I'm telling you, I wish we had Gregory back. He's smoking too much weed to be in the game right now. But yes, Collins. And again, you throw in there DeMontre Moore. You throw in there the emergence of, hopefully the emergence of Taco one day. Our front line, Malik Collins, and Stephen Paya. I'm just telling you guys, Crawford. I'm throwing these names out. There's a lot of talent on the Cowboys defensive line. It's finally coming to fruition. Finally. All right, so let's see here. Yes, Gregory's out for the year. Gaming with Kyle, what do you think the Rams will score on us? I think that the Rams are going to have trouble scoring on us. Not because our defense is great, but their offense is not that great. Key, stop Todd Gurley. We stopped Todd Gurley, put that 90, that tank, on Jared Goff. I just don't like Goff, and I don't like his name. But again, nothing against him. It's his name. But I just think that we're gonna cause havoc back there and stop Todd Gurley from establishing a run. That's the key, guys. That's why we need Sean Lee in the game, and he's injured right now. Let's hope he gets back out there soon. Rhoda says, Gregory has missed out on his career because he couldn't stay away from the weed. Exactly. And that's a shame because it is a minor thing to be losing your whole career over. At the same time, it is the rules of the league, and he's losing his career over it. He's knowingly doing this. So it's stupid. Just wait till after you're done, brother, in your career. And enjoy that money, enjoy that life, enjoy what you did at the NFL, and then smoke all the weed you want. Cowboys abroad. Does DeMarcus Lawrence add 2 more sacks? So that's a good question. I'm not really too sure about the Rams offensive line, but I do recall, I know it was a backup, Taco got his first sack against the Rams in preseason, his first sack of his career. It was preseason, but it was his first sack against the Rams. It was a backup lineman who could not block. But if that's their backups, then their starters are not going to be that much better. I do think that they are better, a lot better than these guys, but I'm just saying that I think we can take advantage of them. I think that we will put pressure on them. I think that Demarcus Lawrence will get at least 1 sack. Let's go for 2 sacks, guys. 2 sacks for DeMarcus Lawrence. Yes, at least 1.5. How about this? I'm gonna 1.5 sacks for DeMarcus Lawrence this week, at least. I like that, Cowboys abroad. Thank you for that. Rodis, Rams might score 20. That means the Cowboys will score 35. I think the Rams will score maybe 13 to 17 at most. At most. Weapon X, what's up? I see 5 trophies, but we need 1 more. Gaming with Kyle. Yeah, I want him to repeat what he did against the Cardinals. I think the Rams O-line is trash, except when they brought in that guy from... Exactly. So, again, generally, Gaming with Kyle and everybody out there, it seems like they're not, I don't know about trash, but they're not really that as good as a couple of the other ones we faced so far this season. There's nothing special about them. And if we can establish some kind of pressure, guys, it's going to be a long day for the Rams, for Goff, for Gurley, for everyone back there. And that's going to obviously make it real easy for us, for the Cowboys offense, to, I don't know, I guess do some damage out there on the field. You know what I'm saying? Be able to control the game, control the clock, kind of take advantage of all the, of the running game, and then establish the run and then throw the ball on offense. And then the defense can just do its job, pin its ears back, attack the quarterback. Let's get that victory, guys. Let's go 3-1. Let's see here. So, Gaming with Kyle, we'll see you back for dinner. You probably have to check the stream because I'll be cutting this off soon. We're going to wind this down here. But, yeah, I do agree, Rodis. We got to continue to run the ball. Weapon X, 88, David Irving coming back after the Rams game. Cannot wait. It's going to be fantastic. Hitchens also coming back soon after that. Maybe after the bye week against the 49ers. We shall see. Brown is our best DB. That's what Rodis is saying. I'm not going to disagree with that right now. I think Skandrick is good, but not great. I think Anthony Brown has shown a lot more, after playing for basically 1 full season as a starter. I think he's up at this point, and now he's not even up to a season yet. I think he's still a couple games off from a year of a 16-game season for Anthony Brown. And I think he's shown more than Skandrick has in his career. At the same point when Skandrick was a year and a half in the league. And again, Skandrick has a lot of injuries. Anthony Brown he had a couple bad preseason games, but he's been looking good this season. And I do agree that he is kind of one of our better cornerbacks, guys, for sure. Cowboys abroad, Gregory is done. We don't keep him on the roster. So we don't exactly. And again, I said that before, Cowboys abroad, that the reason we don't cut him is that we don't lose money. If we cut Gregory, we actually lose money. It's to our salary cap, and Jerry Jones has to pay him more money. This way, we keep him on the roster. He's there. You never know what happens. You never know what kind of rule changes happen. And if he passes all his drug tests and he comes back next year, why not give him a shot? Throw him out in the field, see if he can compete, and see how he does. If he's back to where he's supposed to be and he's not failing drug tests, maybe someone we can count on. Maybe someone we can count on as our 53rd guy, someone like a Randy Gregory. We shall see. But again, guys, that issue with him and the way we took him in the second round that year, 3 years ago, that's the thing, is that we banked on him to a risk that we lost. because that's why we were looking for. We were still struggling. We were still struggling to find that next guy. We got to find. We had DeMarcus Lawrence the year before that, so we got Gregory, and then that happened. Gregory hasn't played, so we got to throw in Tyrone Crawford and Irving and Taco. Let's draft Taco, and that's why, because of the breakdown, what happened with Gregory, and that's what opened the door to have a weak defensive front because of the failure that we had with the risk that we did with Gregory. So again, though, you never know. These guys, I've seen it happen before. 2 years out of the league, you never know. He comes back and he can maintain. He can show that he still has some of that juice. The reason why he was drafted second round, I think you'll be able to see. He should have been drafted first round by just his ability. So we'll see if he will regain some of that, not fail a drug test, and not smoke any more weed. And if he does that, you never know. You never know in training camp next year what the Cowboys might do with someone like Randy Gregory. So Cowboys Abroad says, since we bounced back against the Cardinals, how do you think about our coaches now? I still have an issue with some of the coaching. Still have an issue with some of the, not really the defensive coaching. I never really had an issue with the defensive coaching except for how far back we played against the Broncos when it came to our coverage. But aside from that, offense still worries me. Some of the play calls, but at least they ran the ball 22 times, 23 times to Zeke. And when we run over 20 times with Zeke, we are 12-2 with Zeke, guys, when he gets the ball more than 20 times. Got to stick to that game plan, guys. When we're losing by a lot, we got to throw a lot, we usually lose the game. It's not because of Dak, but because they know what we're going to do, and they shut down Dez. But mainly, the main thing is usually they get to that point because they shut down Zeke. So it all starts with the snap, with the offensive line, guys. But yes, I do not like Garrett still, and it's going to take a lot for me to ever really like Garrett as a coach. And I still don't have the confidence in our offensive coordinator, especially. Defensive coordinator, Marinelli, you got to love what he's doing with what he's got and the way he's making it work. He's making us look like a great defense out there. And I don't know if we're really a great defense, but we might be a good defense or above average defense, but Marinelli's taking us to that next level, whatever that level is, whether you want to say we had a very good defense or a great defense. Without Marinelli, we'd just be a good defense or an average defense at the most. What's up, Purple Gaming? What's up? Thank you for modding, all you guys, Cowboys Abroad and Mr. Wright and all you guys out there. Thank you for help mod on that big game day we had on Monday night. We'll need you guys out there this weekend against the Rams on Sunday. Let's see here, guys. Rhoda says, I feel Woods should replace Heath as a starter. I know, so do I. I watching Heath. He's the one that blew that first quarter touchdown to the Cardinals in that first drive. I mean, he got out of his safety spot, bit on the outside, and left the inside open. Anthony Brown was covering him, but he needs the inside. That's why he's covering the outside for a reason, Anthony Brown, while Jeff Heath is a safety for a reason in that spot. He moved out of his spot. It made it look like Anthony Brown was at fault. Watch that play again, guys. He was not. It was Jeff Heath's miss, in my opinion. I mean, maybe I'm not getting this right. Someone who knows more about the X's and O's maybe wants to tell me about it, but from what I saw and from what I know of the X's and O's, Jeff Heath was out of position at playing safety back there, way out of position. And he bit at the wrong time, like he bit against the Broncos, and he slipped and fell and gave him the touchdown, C.J. Anderson, last week. Heath is a weakness in our team, in my opinion. And, guys, in case you haven't, hit like. And if you're new, hit subscribe, guys. Hit the little notification bell. As you can see, I was saying it down here at the bottom. And, I hope you like our channel, guys. We're growing. We're trying to give you guys all the updated news and information about the Dallas Cowboys and other NFL goings-ons. We also incorporate some Madden gameplay, not really to show the Madden gaming as much, although we will do some of that at times. My daughter tonight is going to do LONGSHOT, guys. It's the last part. It's the draft. See where she can get drafted. She didn't do too well, but it was her first time doing it, and it took some time for her to get used to it. But she will be on sometime tonight, guys, for about a half an hour. We're going to do a quick live stream. Any other updates, I'll be on the microphone first on the headset to give you any kind of Cowboy updates. If not, she will be on the headset running it and finishing it up. Hopefully, she gets drafted by the Cowboys. Hopefully, the Cowboys will draft what is his name? Devin Wade. So, what's up, Dallas Cowboys Football News? How you doing, guys? Space Cowboy, Cowboys Abroad, Rodas. Thank you all. Gaming with Kyle. Thank you all for joining me here tonight, and my daughter, Little J, earlier. If you missed it, you see her reaction to basically the second half of the Cowboy Cardinal game. She did not get to see the end of it because it was a school night, but you can watch her reactions and her thoughts on that. She's going to be on tonight with LONGSHOT. Hit like, guys, if you can. Thumbs up. Hit subscribe if you're new. And watch those ads, guys. Some good ads in there. You can help donate by that way as well to our channel. We're almost going to get another mic, guys. We're almost up to another mic, so thank you, guys. Last couple questions. Let's see here. What's up to everybody out there that's saying what's up to me? you replace Heath with Awuzie, and again, Awuzie can play safety. He's able to do that. That's why one of the reasons why the Cowboys drafted Awuzie for his versatility. So that's a good point. Cowboys abroad. I like that. I like Xavier Woods playing our third corner or fourth corner. So this is for the future, guys. These guys are going to be integral parts of our defense, wherever they put them. Wherever they put them. Space Cowboy says he's going to go live tonight around 10:30 for a podcast, guys. So check out Space Cowboy. He has a good channel. A lot of good stuff on there. He makes some great points. I agree with a lot of the stuff he says. He was on our channel 2 weeks ago doing a Google chat. Definitely check it out. Subscribe to him, please. He's going to be 10:30 Eastern time, guys, for his podcast about the Cowboys and the NFL. Woods is a beast, Dallas Cowboys football news. I agree 100%. And I can't wait to see what else he's going to do the rest of the season, guys. And you're going to replace Wilson with Hitchens. Cowboys abroad. I agree. That's what I want to see. But I will say Wilson's looked athletic out there. So I don't know. And again, he's playing the strong side. I'm not sure if Hitchens is going to play that. I think Durant can play all three. I'm not sure if Hitchens can. Either way, the best three should be out there, in my opinion. And if Damian Wilson I will say he's looking pretty decent out there. I haven't really seen too much because the Cowboys usually run two linebackers. You might see Sean Lee and Jalen Smith out there most of the year. And with Hitchens coming in later. Last year it was Sean Lee and Hitchens. But with the agility and athleticism that Jalen Smith has, I don't know. Hitchens, though, knows the defense. I mean, he can go in there and replace Sean Lee if needed. And, with this hamstring injury we were seeing with Sean Lee, with Jordan Lewis's hamstring injury, if he can't play, we got to hope that Awuzie or Nolan Carroll can play. Definitely Awuzie over Nolan Carroll. But we hope to have all our guys back other than Hitchens. Hopefully all these guys will be back to practice today, tomorrow, and the rest of this week. Eventually be back in full pads, full blast, and ready to go against the Rams. That's my hopes. The only one will be left will be Anthony Hitchens, and David Irving will get back next week. So that's our team in a nutshell, guys. It's all coming together. It's slowly coming together. No Zeke news, guys, until next week. I think next Tuesday, October 2nd, I think, is when they want their response. So Monday or Tuesday, guys, we're going to be hearing about the Zeke situation coming to a head. One way or the other, probably 95%, almost sure Zeke will play the whole year. But there's still that 5% chance that if they overturn this Judge Mazant's ruling that keeps his temporary injunction against Zeke, if they overrule it and they side with the NFL will then suspend Zeke as early as they can. And he'll miss 6 games, which would suck. Again, there are other things Zeke can do to fight that. So there's another way he can still stay and play. But it's just another hurdle and more talking about the same old crap. I want to talk not about politics. I want to talk about Zeke's situation. I want to talk about Dallas Cowboys and NFL football, guys. That's what we're talking about here. So much love for everybody out there watching us. Fishing with Corey Daniels. Love the name. Hey, what's up? If you missed this stream, come and watch it, guys. My daughter did the reaction to the Cowboy game. She missed the second half, so we got to see it here for the first time with me and with you guys. I went through all the news of the day, guys. A lot of fun facts, a lot of stuff that the Cowboys did this weekend against the Cardinals, this Monday night game against the Cardinals that I talked about earlier in the stream. And of course, I talked about it seems to be an ongoing issue with our team, the injuries, and that's that Sean Lee, Jordan Lewis still questionable with their hamstring injuries. And Sean Lee specifically said that even though his hamstring was not as bad as usual ones, it is something that, because of the short week, could be an issue with him playing this game against the Rams. We need him out there to stop Todd Gurley. Our cornerbacks, we know we've had issues with them. Anthony Brown and Skandrick are the starters. Nolan Carroll and Awuzie missed last week. Don't know Nolan Carroll's situation with his concussion yet. So as soon as we hear anything, we'll let you know. Don't know anything about Awuzie's situation with his hamstring yet. As soon as we know, we'll let you know. And, of course, and then Jordan Lewis, his hamstring, still because of the short week, could be an issue, guys. So we have Ben Wickery and we have Xavier Woods, a rookie safety. Both these guys playing in the nickel and dime packages at cornerback. So if need be, you'll see them playing, guys. So, guys, 2-1, guys. That's what we need. We need to improve on that, go 3-1 this week and beat the damn Rams. I have a good feeling. As long as the Cowboys stick to the game plan, I think we're going to be good. We're going to do the rest of this week is going to be Rams, guys. We're done with the Cardinal game. We're moving on. Time for them Rams. We're going to focus on Aaron Donald, number 98, Todd Gurley, and the rest of the golf and the rest of that Rams team. We're going to come to Big D to play this time. We're not on the road. We're at home. So it's going to be 1 o'clock Eastern game, an early game for the East Coast. That's, Central is 12 noon, et cetera, et cetera. So make sure you guys keep an eye on that. We're going to do our game day live stream as usual on there, as always. And guys, Tonight we're gonna do long shot with my daughter, little Jay. She's gonna finish up long shot. Tomorrow I'm gonna give you my NFL picks for the week. I did not do pretty good. I did not do good last week, but nobody did good last week. It was an upside down week in the NFL. So I'll be doing my picks tomorrow around the start of the Bears and Green Bay game. Just so you know, I'm picking the Green Bay Packers to beat the Bears tomorrow night. In case I don't get this out early enough tomorrow before the game starts. And Friday we're gonna do. I'm trying to think about doing something for Friday, guys. I want to know if there's any Rams fans out there. I do have a buddy of mine that's a Rams fan. I'd like to get somebody who really knows the Rams in and out. So if you guys know anybody out there, pass the word around. If you can comment underneath when this video is posted on a replays or whatever, post somebody out there. Give me a heads up on somebody I can talk to that's a Rams fan who knows them inside and out, and we can really evaluate what we're up against this week on offense. You know, their offense and their defense against our offense and against our defense. So it'd be good to know. We're gonna try to do something like that on Friday. Saturday is, of course, the Madden preview. I always do the Madden game with the Rams, with the upcoming opponent against the Cowboys. So watch for that. I'm going to be talking about every single player on both teams pretty much and doing a big game review on Saturday night before the big game, guys, on Sunday afternoon. So, guys, of course, that will be our game day live stream. Fiance, my daughter, Little J, fiance's son, Little G. We're all going to be out here cheering the Cowboys on Sunday. So make sure you join us for that. Guys, thanks for joining us today for our live stream. Look for Long Shot tonight. And if you haven't already, hit like or hit thumbs up, whatever it's called. Hit subscribe if you're new, guys. Definitely do that. Hit the notification bell so you get all our live streams. We do this daily, guys, and we update you on Cowboy news daily. So make sure you do that. And as always, now and forever, no matter what happens out there, go Cowboys! Thanks again, guys. Take care. See you later tonight. Go Cowboys.